I'm back. It's been a while. It's actually been a long time. I don't know how long it's been. It has been some months or so, but I just finished editing the first episode. And so I've rewatched it a few times now, essentially through editing. So I'm up to speed, and I have some notes, just a few things watching over the first episode that I just wanted to brush on before getting into this. And actually, was another note I wanted to make. I forgot, but I just remembered. Okay. A couple realizations I had. This show is funny. I mean, I laughed several times throughout the first episode. But of course, my mindset of this series is very serious, very drama based. And yet the comic relief is very good. And I wonder how much more important the comic relief is going to become, which is why it's very good that it's good. So yeah, and there were other times during the first episode where there was something funny, but I didn't laugh, but I laughed while I was editing it. Like in the interview in the very beginning, and those lines in the script. And I want to talk about that script too a little bit. I didn't look. I had all the opportunity in the world to pause every moment of that first episode and read as much as I could the stuff that they flashed on the screen for just like a second, and it's like a whole page of stuff, or like the stuff on the computer screens. But I actually didn't do that. I don't want to actually dig into the series. That's something that I used to love to do a long time ago, way earlier in my life. Nowadays, I like to have more of the experience that you have just watching through, and like that's kind of it. And I like that so much to the extent that it's I've sort of got like some cognitive dissonance with what I'm doing here with reacting videos, insofar as needing to edit it, which involves seeing more things and letting things soak in more than they did the first time, for better or worse. It's just, like I say, for better or worse, but it's really just leads to a different experience. Not necessarily even better or worse, but I don't know. But anyway, when he was doing the interview, the part of the script, I don't even remember now. But it's like a seesaw. That's what it was. When he said, and she just like grabs the papers and like attacks him again or whatever. That was really funny. But of course, in that moment, things are very serious, and it's not like the other scenes where he's out of work, he's hanging out with his sister, they're hanging out with friends and stuff, and the world, the setting during those scenes is light. The stakes aren't high, presumably, and so it's easier to laugh when something funny happens during those sorts of things. But yeah, so anyway, let me see if I said anything else about that, or some expanded notes also that I have up on my screen. Yeah, okay, that was pretty much it. Another realization I had, actually, let me just, because I'm gonna forget, the scripts actually don't have much to say about that. And I remarked on this also, that this is like a very established thing. Everything is like very, very specific, intentionally. And then they talked about how it's an old company. I wonder like how long they've been ironing this out and bringing it all down to a science. But yeah, it's just very, I mean, there's like a whole binder full of instructions on like how to do this, and who knows what else is in that binder. I don't know, maybe all of that was for the interview and all the different forks it could have taken, which is crazy. So yeah, another realization I had they are in the basement. I don't know how to put this. They are. I wrote, my note is, they're stuck in hell. I don't know if you can see that. They are stuck in hell. The experience that they have in the basement, this didn't like fully soak in until I was thinking about it later while I was editing it. And it just sort of like really hit me that in the basement, they don't get out. They never leave. The last thing they remember is like going to leave work, and then for them, they're just back, and it's, oh, I didn't actually leave. It's a new day. That is just existentially terrifying, horrifying. It's the kind of thing I don't like to think about. I wonder if that's going to be, oh, and that reminds me of, so the way that I initially would have thought that some dynamic like this would have worked out is that for people who just have it done, I would think that they'd bring all their memories with them, but she didn't remember her name or the color of her mother's eyes. It's as if, and obviously didn't remember doing the pre-interview or whatever prior to the Severance surgery. I don't know why that is. Maybe it has to be like that. Maybe they're supposed to just be pure blank slates coming in because that's better for their productivity or whatever. But in effect, that results in them functionally being born there. So your subjective experience is being born in this cold corporate basement with no windows. The only window is that little slit in between the door that leads to right back into the funhouse corporate place, which is effectively their home, and they never leave. I don't even know if they're going to at least have an experience of like, sleeping and then waking up, or if it's just immediately like they go to leave and then, they're back and they're just like re-energized and their stream of consciousness just flows always on. Yeah, like, nope. Something I missed, that they were I didn't like realize this. Sometimes when I just kind of miss things that they're saying and don't actually like fully realize what's going on. They had a non-food based dinner, and then one of them made a remark about that at the end of the dinner. I was like, what? But that was the thing they did, and they talked about it before they did that. But yeah, that was okay. That was just I get it. Okay. Just a term for hanging out with your friends and having some drinks at a table, just without food. It's kind of something that people sort of do anyway, but it's just a new term for it that they have. Expanded thoughts. I thought more about the split identity dynamics. That's what I wrote here, but I remarked on one side of it at the end of the last video, which was how they may end up opposing themselves. But I also thought later that they also might end up, like, funny enough, working with their own self, if everything goes well, which I'm not really expecting it to, but you know, that's another side of that dynamic too. It doesn't have to be some big game of everybody getting gaslit or misled or tricked, or like the bad guys finding out about stuff and like misleading them. It might also just be like them secretly like I don't know. I don't know what you would do. Sneaking notes. They have to take. I didn't think about this. They have to take everything out when they're going in, and there could be a sneaky way of sneaking something in. The dude just has a metal detector on them. I don't know if he has like a. I don't know. Does he have a magic wand for like, hey, this is exactly what you're supposed to be bringing in? Like you could open the back of your phone cover and put a little note in there or something, can't you? I don't know. Could you like make a mark on yourself and it just pass messages to yourself or something? But then other people could mess with that too and mislead you. I don't know. I don't know how. I really have no idea where this show is going, but I can roughly kind of see things like that in the fog. I don't know where it goes beyond that or anything, but also logistics. What is happening when they go between floors? Is there like some neural EMP? Like, what does that stand for? Electronic magnetic pulse thing, but for their brain. But then this started making me think about, was the surgery just some super advanced neuroscience neurosurgery to where they know exactly how to like cut the brain up or whatever? They know exactly like where to sever the hippopotamus and like cut the hypotenuse or whatever the brain parts are. This is kind of embarrassing because I studied psychology and I should know all this. The the parts of the brain. But it's been a while. Okay, I need to refresh. But anyway, if it's something like that, I have no idea what like passing between floors, how that would do something. The only thing that really makes sense for me is like, oh, this is part of my I think it's still recording. Audio. I don't have the best audio. The mic that I used last time was not good. My smartphone was better, and so I ended up going with the smartphone audio. That was just like I got that for like $5. I found it at a thrift store. And maybe I probably just don't have it configured right because I don't know what I'm doing with audio. Audio situation, not great. Hopefully bearable though. But anyway, the only thing that kind of makes sense for me with how going between floors would actually do something is if it was something like a brain chip and it being activated by like some electronic signal or something. Or like magnets, I don't know, flipping some. I really don't know. That's just sort of fuzzy for me. They are a sketchy old company, apparently from like the 19th century. Someone remarked at the non-dinner thing. And so maybe it's one of those stories of just like this old corporation that's been around a long time and they've advanced science secretly. And so maybe they do know just, I mean, obviously they do know something here. Now, I also wonder too, is this something the rest of the world knows about? Is this like something established in science? Do people know about this? Like, are they like, yeah, we know about this company that does this thing. I don't even know if we'll ever get like outer world stuff, and like the perspective and knowledge of this company and what it does. Also, I don't even remember the main character's name. Is it Mark? I can see a character arc for him. His sister implied basically that his wife passed away, and she was saying about how like him doing the severance and getting the job or whatever was maybe a way of distracting himself from the grieving process. And if that's true and he hasn't grieved, then we might hopefully get to see him eventually do that. Grieving is hard. I don't know how hard it is because I haven't had to experience very heavy grief yet in my life. but just from what I know intellectually, it's very hard to deal with, and it's a thing where people can not grieve and just distract themselves, and kind of seems like what he might be doing. And so hopefully for his character, he's able to heal like his sister said. So we might see, we'll hopefully get to see that happen at some point. And then just you may have noticed, this is I lost my fun background. Since the last video, things have just moved and shifted, and this is what I've got right now. So this is the new background. And predictions is what I wrote down a minute ago, and I actually, I don't know. I've kind of talked about anything that I can kind of predict. I don't really know what else. Disclaimer, I listen to bunches of podcasts and stuff, often about technology, and a lot of interviews often end up just sort of at least brushing on, or at least I listen to enough interviews that occasionally I see this repeatedly come up every once in a while. They'll talk about simulation theory. And when that happens, I think there have been at least one or two occasions to where somebody says the word severance. And I don't know how close in proximity it is to that topic, but that's usually where I like scramble to grab my phone or whatever I'm listening on and like skip a minute ahead, because it's very casual for people to just spoil things inadvertently, without even thinking about it. That's just our culture. You just, when you're talking about an idea, you just talk about the association you have in your head with like media. And I don't actually know if any of that was explicit, like, oh yeah, simulation theory, like in Severance. I've never heard that, but I wonder. But on the other hand, I don't see a pathway for how that would fit into this so far. Like, if anything, which I still don't even know for sure, if anything, it just seems like this is sort of brain chip-ish, kind of. I don't know how it would go beyond that. I mean, there is the, like, illusion stuff, but, like, why would that even be, like, if this was a simulation or something, why would that even be? Why would you even need the illusion at all? You could just make everything the way you want it, and there wouldn't have to be some kind of trick like that involving an illusion in the first place, right? So, I don't actually think that hasn't, like, tipped the way that I'm interpreting this, but I still wanted to just toss it out, because, just as a disclaimer, because if that ever does come up, I'm not gonna be as pure. The shock, I will be shocked, but it won't be as pure as it otherwise could have been. So there's that. But like I said, I'm not actually suspecting that. Like 5% maybe. And so if anything like that is related to this show at all, I will still be very shocked. Other than that, and just make sure everything is working. Okay, still recording. Check the video. We are recording. Okay, this is Severance, Season 1, Episode 2.
I acknowledge that henceforth my access to my memories will be spatially dictated. I am aware that this
Okay, we've gone back.
Is comprehensive. I make these statements freely.
Okay.
Yeah, free for now.
That's a wrap. But the next time you yourself will be sentient will be this evening in the elevator back up.
Okay.
The elevator has a handrail at hip level if you feel dizzy.
Why would you be so excited about this? What is this job?
You know, he used to drink
that
3 raw eggs and
founder?
milk each morning.
Is this the surgery?
They say it doesn't hurt.
I hope they're right. Yeah, if you have enough of that ketamine there, I guess it won't. Brains.
Now?
Is that how you actually do this? I mean, how else would you get through the skull, I guess? Microchip? Okay. Yeah. That thing is huge. Where do you put that it doesn't... Well, I guess you do want to mess something up, technically. That is deep. The way Neuralink does it, which is real, is super tiny like hairs so that it doesn't mess with anything, but that thing is like huge.
Hey, Ellie.
Oh, what's happening? Where am I?
Is she left work
so
now?
Sometimes...
Oh no, I'm trying to leave.
No. If you want to spin around and head back in, that should be that.
Oh, is this what happened?
Hey there.
So she just tried to leave again?
That's okay. Not a problem.
So he is persuading her
I'm at the stairwell.
to
It's
keep
going fair.
going back in
No,
when she's trying to leave. How many times do people do this? Is this
Wow.
a lot relative to others?
You're an inquisitive one.
I don't want to be in there, do I?
You're learning that you do. Hey.
So she
when we
is
heard you
smart,
come in here, it was like a miracle.
but not smart enough to get, like, pick up on the implications of why she keeps ending up back out there. Okay, now this is leaving work at the end of the
Hey,
day.
old timer.
Yeah. You know, on the bright side, you never have to work. Kind of, technically. Is he dreaming? This is obviously a dream. Oh, this is the intro? I don't like looking at... I have such a... Like, this can't be spoilery, right? They wouldn't do that. But so very few intros are utterly non-spoilery. Somebody let me know if I can watch the intro. I've already seen too much. Let me know on like a scale of 0 to 10. Actually, this won't matter because I'm gonna be making like several episodes before I start posting this. Okay, I saw like 2 people in bed. Him and maybe his other self, maybe. Is this a new work day? He has a list of super like internish tasks to do. Is this his new promoted job duties? This feels like a demotion. Have we gone back in time and maybe this is when he first started? Compliance Handbook. 4 thick volumes. Mark. Yeah, okay, that is his name. Is PD in there? Yeah. Is that one of his tasks? He had to take all the pictures down because the staff changed. And now... Because, I mean, everything is, like, thought out and particular.
So it's tomorrow now?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it's Monday.
that's messed up.
A weekend just happened.
Yeah.
I don't even feel like I left.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how nights and weekends feel here.
That's not good.
Like nothing.
Well, you get used to it. I mean, I find it helps to focus on the effects of sleep. You may feel rejuvenated or
Yeah.
happy,
Okay.
less tense in the shoulders.
Just suddenly
So it's 9:05.
energized.
Yeah, just so we don't meet on the outside. It's important, apparently.
weeks back. Tumwater. all
Like
one word.
Clippy, but
Should I
brain
take
shippy.
notes?
No.
I've got it 96% sorted, which means I've earned 4 of the 5 tier incentives, including the erasers and the finger traps that you see displayed here. 100% is tier 5. That gets you a caricature portrait.
Wow.
Correct.
It's the little things. If
that's
this
the
is all
highest
you
award?
have,
Percentage-wise,
then
yes.
value
One of us
is
gets named the
relative.
Final of the quarter. I'm a deadlock for that this quarter, so don't get your hopes up.
What about Mark's crystal head cube?
That looks
That's not a
legit.
prize. That's just something they gave him.
Ellie, could you flip on this console?
They don't have IT. I guess they have to do everything themselves. Don't want any outsiders checking this place out, I guess. Getting sus. Raising the alarm. I love the interface.
This is the Sienna file. Now, all the data you see falls into one of 4 essential categories. And we group each line of code and then sort it evenly between 5 digital buckets.
It's like a
First, use the arrows.
crossword.
I do think the old photos are supposed to stay on the desk until the new ones come in.
Right.
And how do I categorize it?
Each category of numbers presents in such an order as to elicit an emotional response in the refiner.
So it's like intuitive to them.
So, Cat 1 numbers, for example, feel a certain way on sight. They'll be sort of disconcerting, scary.
That's
scary.
like synesthesia.
My
kind
job
of.
is to scroll through this spreadsheet and look for numbers that are scary.
It sounds dumb, and Mark said it dumb.
Where like letters
numbers
and
bloody?
stuff can have
Do they chant?
associations.
Doesn't make sense till you see it, and it takes a while to see.
Am I trapped here?
In what way?
In every
It turns out I
way.
hate this and I want to quit. Is that an option?
Yeah, how would they? Do they have any control over their
If
lives?
you're really unhappy, you can submit a resignation request with your outside self for review. Do tend to be rejected. Plus,
What?
I mean, quitting would effectively end your life. I mean, in so much as you've come to know it.
I didn't think about that.
Hello, Helly.
This is so messed up.
Welcome. Let's get this party started.
Cope party.
My name is Irving, and I know all 9 core Lumen principles.
What's your favorite?
Integrity.
All 9. Today, I think I'd say cheer.
Great.
Okay.
No trust fall today, Irv.
Oh, right.
No. I've been at Lumen for like 10 hours total, and I'm sorry, I don't know anything about myself.
Yeah,
Sorry,
right?
Helly.
But I don't know if home is a house or an apartment or if I live with a family.
I like to think my Audi lives on like a riverboat.
You just have to guess.
I'm sorry, Audis are.
They're us on the outside.
I actually have a few things to say to her. Can I record something back?
Are they not
So
allowed
what
to
you'll
do that?
find here is that communication between selves is pretty curtailed.
So what if I write her a note?
Elevators are equipped with something called code detectors, so messages can't be passed through.
They're like metal detectors for written symbols. A Lumen original, apparently.
Okay, well, what if
I don't think you're quite getting the game here, Helly. Guys, this is Helly, and seeing her here with you all, I'd say she most definitely has a family.
Oh,
Maybe.
well, that's a lot to follow. So I'll just say that I'm Mark, been with Lumen about 2 years, and I absolutely love this game.
Her name is Helly.
Nice try, pal, but you said that
When I
last
look at it,
time.
it's very appropriate.
Well, I broke protocol this morning.
How serious is that?
I was dusting the old group photos that made me feel sad.
Is that breaking protocol? Feeling
Worried.
sad?
Similar words.
One of their core principles is cheer.
So I put them in the storage closet, which
Oh, is
I'm
that?
not supposed to do.
Okay.
So I objected.
The old guy is a big
Oh.
suck up.
It is puzzling you have an outburst like this for Petey and not for Carol D.
Petey was just gone.
Ripped away.
I don't know if he's at some new job, or drunk on a beach, or dead.
That's enough, please. Things like deaths happen outside of here, not here.
Well,
A
they
life
could,
at
right?
Lumen is protected from such things. And I think a great potential response to that from all of you is gratitude.
It could be a freak accident, right? The music like this is a great juxtaposition thematically. It
Hey, sorry I derailed your game.
is he like gardening?
I thought I
Was his
already
Audi
had, but then, yeah, you
digging?
made it way worse.
something?
So how are you gonna figure out if Petey's okay?
Oh,
You're
the
not.
chick was pretty clear.
I'm asking about your best friend because our babysitter told you to stop.
How's he gonna find out?
I don't care.
Because you can't always be nice like that.
Okay,
What happens if you get in trouble?
Let's get this new.
I don't know if I want to know how, like, psychopathic this could get.
Last. Remember, you're gonna be looking at this every day. Say cheer. Cheer. Helly, what are you doing?
Oh, I just think I'm not gonna work here anymore. Sorry.
What do you mean?
Yeah, this is...
I don't want to do the file sorting thing, or the never seeing the sun thing, or the disappearing friends thing. I just don't want any of it.
you.
Yeah.
There's code detectors.
Do you know
If you're
that?
sane-
Have you tried? Because frankly, it sounds.
How would
made
you
up.
be okay with this? She has a great head on her shoulders.
Ellie!
Like, I'm guessing there's really no pathway for her to do anything. Otherwise, they would be, like, really trying to stop her, right? Yeah, this is, like, automated. You can't do anything. Who is that?
I've just forgotten to go over data smuggling rules with Helly. Sorry, this is Helly. Helly, Mr. Gray.
So the consequence is
Yeah.
so bad that he's trying to save her from whatever it
Helly
is.
tripped the code detector. Let's go.
Like, they don't even pretend to them that they can, like, oh yeah, we'll take this note. Yeah, absolutely, we'll get that right for you. And then they just, like, trash it. They, like, don't even create an illusion for them. It's just, like, solitary confinement, but way worse. Is she actually there? So he's trying to date now. His Audi. I mean, dating again.
So
That could be good. Especially if it's been a while
So,
since his wife passed.
Lumen,
Yeah,
like half this town.
and half of me.
On the nose joke.
A lot of sensitive material, hence the...
You could have a girlfriend at Lumen and not know it. You could get married and have kids and just forget they exist for 8 hours every day for your whole life.
I think for some people, it's the point.
Point of prestige of working
So
at this
as a
great
local-
place.
This just feels like a reasonable.
Well, technically, I'm from.
I don't see how the world would know about this,
No one
and
to talk isn't
like,
Minnesota. Like,
they
all
must be super
the
powerful.
lakes?
Yeah.
You should be able to think through the ethics of all the ways this
Oh,
is
so-
wrong and shut this place down.
The Whole Mind Collective, they're great.
Okay,
excuse
these
me?
people are
Do you have a
advocating
moment for
on
children's
his
brain
behalf.
To keep megacorporations like Lumen from continuing to force legalized severance on our state.
They're forcing it now? What are you, 12? Are you 12 years old? Are you even in high school yet?
Come on.
Bad impression on his date. Yeah, he's definitely got stuff going on. It's like he's rationalizing it to himself. I wonder why he wants,
This is Selvig.
he values that so much.
That third bulb to revive itself?
Oh, yeah. Keep forgetting to change that.
I'm sus about her intentions.
Were you on a date?
If she knows in and out.
He even drew blueprints, which I keep in my purse.
Jemmy? Is that his wife? Depending on how long he's been working there, or well, it's because I was gonna say if she passed away while he was working there, then his innie wouldn't even know, would he? But it seemed like he got this job as a response to that. So I guess both halves know.
I actually woke up not feeling terribly well. Sorry, I'm just now calling.
Oh no. Ask how serious it is? I know your innie will be sad to have missed the day. You feel better.
His innie won't even know.
Wow. A lot of confidence for a man who once got disciplined for dozing. Sorry. That was...
I can't help that I was hired older than you.
Just never stops, huh?
endless toil. No way. He did a stint in the break room yesterday.
Yeah, about that. What is that?
He said he was ill.
Funny timing.
Yeah, he's following the address now. I was just wondering if that's where he was going. So hopefully there will be some answers at best, clues at worst.
Finger trap is fun as long as you know how to use it safely, but it's really more about what they represent, how far you got in the file.
Oh, is he dozing again? Is his Audi not getting sleep? Staying up late, digging, or something? Okay. That's usually not what I experience when I'm sleepy. Is this like what experiences to someone who's severed when they're sleepy?
I'm sorry.
Irving.
Is he gonna get in trouble because of his Audi not getting enough sleep, or is that happening for a totally separate reason? Because it wouldn't make any sense to punish them for what their Audis do. I can't help but to think about belly buttons using that terminology. Okay, someone is there. Or was there. It's around. Oh, it's Petey. Petey's there. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
No one is hankering to throw you in the break room.
Reprimand the Audi, not him. Man, there are just copes everywhere on the walls.
Nothing scary yet.
Yeah, this looks grueling.
Oh God, a 4.
My theory, the sea.
The sea.
Okay, if our Audis are up there severing their brains, it must have gotten pretty bad.
Yeah, what would push somebody into doing that? Wouldn't it be serious?
But first,
you would
clean
think.
up all the deadly eels and because we can't cohabitate with that. And then we tell the probes what to blow up.
This is the leading theory?
No, Irv thinks we're cutting swear words out of movies.
It has to be more meaningful than that.
They separate us from the other departments. We don't even know how many there are.
Yeah, how big is that place?
I've been mapping out the floor.
Petey. It's the real hero. He's doing the Lord's work out here.
I hid the original for you when I left.
Oh no. Is that just emotions or neurological?
Reintegration sickness.
Neurological.
Never heard of that one. What is it that happens down there that's so bad?
There's this room. We go in there when we don't act right.
Yeah. What is that room?
I'm afraid you're not sorry. I truly am. I'm sorry. Please read the statement again. Forgive me for the harm I have caused this world. I may atone for my actions, but
Big time cult vibes.
forgive me for the harm I have caused this world.
Bordering mythological.
What is that?
Yeah.
That's the break room.
It's one hell of a break room. Pun intended.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's some choice of scenery.
Was out here. That piece hung in the perpetuity wing for many years.
I know. It broke my heart when they took it down.
This is why I don't watch the credits,
Macro data refinement.
because I read that he was in
Optics
this.
and design.
This is your
Otherwise, I
work.
would have been way more
We don't
shocked.
paint them. We do hang them.
Who's that? It's nice. It's a nice room.
Share with you some facts about your Audi. These facts should be very pleasing.
Are these actually facts?
Just relax your body. These facts are not to be shared outside this room. But for now, your Audi is generous. Your Audi is fond of music and owns many records. Your Audi is a friend to children and to the elderly and the insane. Likes films and owns a machine that can play them. Your Audi is splendid. I'm sorry. Please try to not show preference for any over the others. That's 10 points off. You have 90 points remaining.
Points?
But
Please
why?
don't speak.
Wouldn't that be good?
Your Audi likes the sound of radar.
Radar makes a sound.
Your Audi is skilled
Like the
at kissing
beep, beep.
and lovemaking. I'm sorry. Please don't
Oops.
respond to any specific
Is that another
fact.
10 points?
That's 10 points off.
I was just...
Please don't.
He's got
speak
80
further,
left.
Or all remaining points will be deducted and the
Or-
wellness session will end.
All at once? That's it's intense. Where do you go? Raisins? Shriveled?
Is it just the elevators?
Jesus, stairwells too. Why?
They're gonna both
No
get
one
in
accepts
trouble.
the resignations. What makes you think they're being delivered at all? What if you wrote the letters funky?
I met the O&D department head.
Bert? I've met that guy. He's a...
Pips.
You didn't tell him where we are, did you?
Bert's not a...
Pips.
And no.
I'm
I want you to
Is
waffle
she finally gonna get one?
Pips.
Pardon, we're supposed
She's
to...
finally gonna feel something?
And all...
Don't pervert a handbook passage to me, okay? Don't do
Hey
it.
guys,
Lum-
that.
Yep.
Is this like Minesweeper? Can you mess this up?
Pips.
She got her first one.
Scary. The numbers were scary.
That's awful. That the experience would be scary. It's
This,
all awful.
Couch. If I just...
Even the wellness is
What are you
awful.
trying to say?
You're trying not to get points taken off?
Figured my work self would be pissed if I let you sleep in a greenhouse.
Oh, if that lady comes over and snoops around and finds him. But that's nice he's doing this. Hopefully everything goes well. Recovery not going well. So how did he like reversed it? Did he like pull that thing out? Did he like get some backstreet help? Is there like somebody who does that? Oh, his mind is all messed up. Did he just like lose time? Okay. All right. That's the end of the episode. Went in, I guess, all the sorts of directions, at least generally, that the kind of world of the first episode logically kind of leads to. Helly, very appropriate name. Is she, she's very smart. I can see her, obviously, I mean, from day one, she was smart enough to want to quit. And she's like asking questions. She's trying to figure this out. She's gonna keep looking and trying things, and then my prediction there is she's gonna get caught trying something. And she's gonna go to the break room. Maybe that'll be the first time we actually see it, or maybe it'll skip it again. Before or after that, well, I don't know how that'll change her afterwards. Maybe it'll put her in her place, or just make her all the more determined to get out after that. I don't know. I wonder how much control they actually have of them. Like, is the best they can do just like psychological manipulation, or can they like go further and really like forcefully change their beliefs or anything? That would be like super OP, so presumably not. Mark, he's struggling. He's got some issues he needs to work out. I wonder. Yeah, there's like this sort of cognitive dissonance. I mean, like he's mocking the people who are against Severance and the company. But he's going home and drinking, or at least having beer. I don't know if he's like full-blown alcoholic or anything, but there's a hint that maybe. And even if it is just a drink, like, you wonder. The world is spooky. What was the protester or whatever dude, the advocate against the Severance, saying that they're trying to, I guess I'll know for sure when I'm editing this, when I go over that scene again. They're like trying to force people. They're lobbying to like get that forcefully done to people, like outside of the company. Like I don't know how far that procedure goes and what it would be for. Yeah, I don't know exactly what he was saying about that, but that's no good. The old guy, his Audi is, I mean, they got cameras everywhere and everything. That lady is coming over to Mark's house, and was she like kind of looking around when she was there? They've got to be like keeping tabs. Do they have all their houses bugged or something? Spy cams set in their homes? Whatever the old guy is doing in his outer life, do they know? They've got to find out, right? If that keeps leading to his any messing stuff up at work, that's got to be a problem for them. The other guy who works there, I'll learn all their names eventually. But he seemed really optimistic about, like, it seems like the generous assumption that he had that the world must be like post-apocalyptic just to give somebody the motivation to do something like that, whereas his Audi must have signed a deal to the devil for much more trivial reasons, presumably. Or maybe it was something super personal that was a big impact for him. I don't know. The goo, the black goo ooze, the hell slime stuff. Don't know why that appeared to the old guy. Did we see that somewhere else at some point? And then Petey, he was like at the mirror having a nosebleed, but then he saw himself in the shower. And then he was in the shower. Was it that just like a little time skip, like he's losing his temporal part of his brain is messed up and is just skipping time? Or yeah, I don't know. Is he gonna get better or worse? If the surgery is irreversible, seems like you would really mess up your brain permanently by trying to reverse it. Unless they just say it's irreversible, but it's not. Speaking of that was a very huge device they're putting in people's brains. Yeah, Petey is, I still don't completely understand like what he did, how he got where he is, how he's finding this stuff out. Did he reverse the severance before he quit? And so was he like coherent going between floors and he said something about like making a note and leaving it somewhere or something. I guess this will ultimately be good. This me editing, and because I'll go over all that stuff again and have that all straight and then have that for going forward. Yeah, so this is definitely hell. Like the boss lady said in the first episode, if people can imagine it, they can create it. If you have the technology. Man, the little things they have to be happy for at work, the little rewards of just like such trivial things, getting paper clips and whatever little knickknacks. But if that's all you have, I guess that would be exciting. Like, as opposed to what? Yeah, I don't know much more off the top of my head right now. Those are just all just some thoughts right after. I'll just have all this wash over me. And I'll probably think of some more stuff while I'm editing this, and probably have more to say in the intro of the next episode. And yeah, final notes. Nature, you scary. Okay, bye.